Mr. Beast just tried to give away $100 million in food, medicine, and supplies. Instead of applause, he sparked outrage across the globe. How did the world's biggest philanthropist end up accused of exploitation? Let's dive in. With millions of subscribers and billions of views, his brand is rooted in philanthropy. Whether it's planting trees, cleaning oceans, or donating life-changing sums of money. However, in 2025, one of his most ambitious charity stunts turned from a moment of awe into a firestorm of global criticism. What was meant to showcase generosity instead sparked debates about ethics, exploitation, and the limits of influencer-driven philanthropy. The 2025 charity stunt, a risky experiment. In early 2025, Mr. Beast announced his boldest project yet, a global charity stunt where he pledged to donate $100 million worth of food, medicine, and supplies across different continents, all while documenting the process for his YouTube channel. His plan involved surprising impoverished communities with massive shipments, partnering with local organizations, and filming the emotional reactions of recipients. On paper, it sounded like the ultimate blend of altruism and entertainment. But this is where things took a darker turn. Critics argued that while the donations were real, the spectacle felt staged, scripted, and exploitative, turning vulnerable people's struggles into viral content. Outrage over charity as content. The core of the backlash centered on the idea that charity should not be entertainment. Viewers and activists accused Mr. Beast of commodifying human suffering for views and ad revenue. Clips of children crying with gratitude, families lining up for food, and communities cheering were seen by millions. But many asked, was this genuine philanthropy or just a publicity stunt? Detractors claimed that the spectacle prioritized Mr. Beast's image over the dignity of those he was helping. Hashtags like #StopPovertyPorn and #CharityOrClout began trending worldwide, forcing a global conversation about whether influencer-driven charity crosses ethical boundaries. Cultural sensitivity missteps. Another major source of outrage came from accusations of cultural insensitivity. In some regions, critics said the deliveries were made without proper collaboration with local authorities or understanding of cultural norms. In one country, Mr. Beast's team handed out supplies in a way that clashed with deeply rooted traditions of community sharing, leaving locals feeling disrespected rather than helped. In another location, activists argued that showcasing communities as helpless ignored their resilience and dignity. What Mr. Beast intended as a moment of inspiration was, for some, a painful reminder of global inequality framed through a Western savior lens. The economic criticism. Short-term help, long-term problems. Economists and aid organizations also raised concerns about the long-term effects of Mr. Beast's stunt. While $100 million sounds massive, some argued it disrupted local markets by flooding them with free goods, undercutting local vendors and businesses. Critics suggested that such interventions, while well-intentioned, can sometimes do more harm than good. Instead of building sustainable solutions, the stunt risked creating dependency or distorting local economies. Experts emphasized that real change requires systemic efforts, education, infrastructure, and policy, not just one-time spectacles, no matter how generous. Supporters defend Mr. Beast. Despite the backlash, millions of fans came to Mr. Beast's defense. Supporters argued that his stunt may not have been perfect, but it still provided life-saving aid to thousands of people. They pointed out that traditional institutions like governments and NGOs often fail to act at the same speed or scale. Mr. Beast's ability to mobilize resources and deliver them quickly was seen as a refreshing contrast to bureaucratic delays. Many fans also argued that the outrage ignored the fact that lives were genuinely improved, regardless of whether the process was filmed. For them, the real question was simple. If people were fed and helped, does the motivation truly matter? Mr. Beast's response. Defiant but reflective. Facing mounting criticism, Mr. Beast released a public statement defending his intentions. He acknowledged that some aspects of the stunt could have been handled better, but stood by his mission to make charity exciting and inspire others to give. He emphasized that the money came directly from his brand partnerships and YouTube revenue, not from taxpayers or traditional aid budgets. But here's where it got even more interesting. While his tone was defiant, he also hinted at future changes, saying he would work more closely with local organizations and cultural advisors in upcoming projects. The bigger conversation: influencers as philanthropists. The controversy sparked a broader conversation about the role of influencers in global philanthropy. Unlike traditional charities, influencers like MrBeast operate in a space where views, clicks, and branding are inseparable from giving. Some experts argue this model is dangerous because it makes aid dependent on entertainment value. Others see it as innovative, using the power of social media to mobilize resources that might otherwise never reach those in need. The debate over MrBeast's stunt reflects a bigger question for the digital age. Can philanthropy and entertainment coexist without exploitation? Why the backlash matters. The outrage over MrBeast's 2025 charity stunt isn't just about one influencer. It highlights the complexities of modern charity in a digital-first world. Traditional humanitarian aid is built on principles of dignity, sustainability, and cultural respect. Influencer-driven aid, by contrast, thrives on speed, scale, and spectacle. The clash between these models is what fueled the global backlash. For critics, the stunt symbolizes everything wrong with charity as content. For supporters, it represents a new way forward, where influencers can bypass slow institutions and deliver help directly. Either way, the stunt forced the world to confront uncomfortable truths about privilege, optics, and the real meaning of generosity. MrBeast versus the world. MrBeast's 2025 charity stunt was designed to inspire awe, but it ended up dividing the world. Some saw him as a hero using his platform for good. Others accused him of exploiting suffering for profit. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. While his generosity cannot be denied, the criticism reveals that in today's interconnected world, how you help matters just as much as who you help. The controversy may change how influencers approach charity in the future, but one thing is clear. MrBeast has once again proven that his actions, good or bad, will always command the world's attention. So what do you think? Was this a heroic act that critics exaggerated, or proof that charity should never be entertainment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want more breakdowns of viral stories like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.